Hello, everybody. Today it won't be wrong to say this is a most special podcast. Being the absolute sport buff, me and Sanketa, we have been waiting for this, and we never thought we would be able to have this podcast. So today on our podcast, we have Mr. Mairaj Ahmad Khan, who is an Olympic athlete. Yes, you heard that right. I still don't know how we are able to interact with him. I'm a tad nervous. I'll be very honest, but it is true. So first of all, welcome to our show, sir. It is a huge honor and pleasure for us to have you. Now, Mr. Khan has been an absolute pioneer in the Indian skeet shooting arena. If I talk about his achievements, the whole day will end. So I'll talk about his notable ones. First of all, this includes he was the first ever Indian skeet shooter to actually qualify for the Olympics in Rio 2016. He has also won a gold medal in the 2010 Commonwealth Games, a silver in the 2016 ISSF World Cup in Rio de Janeiro, and a gold in this year's ISSF World Cup the gold in this year's ISSF World Cup also. In addition to this, he has also participated in the last two Olympics, which is Tokyo 2020 and the Rio 2016 Olympics. So his list of achievements are endless. So thank you, sir, for giving us your time. So, sir, your initial thoughts on this, and then Sanket can ask you the first question.
Thank you, both of you, Sanket and Ayush. I'm really honored and very happy to join you guys in your upcoming podcast and your channel. So I'm here, all yours. Whatever you want to ask me, we are here to talk and discuss things.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
We have a lot to ask. We just hope we have the time because there's a lot to ask. Yeah,
First of all,
No
sir.
problem. I have no issues of time. Just carry on.
yes.
So, sir, as an outsider, I watch the Olympics, and we're always so inspired by the athletes because, especially in India, the culture is still not there. And when we see people coming up, we're like awestruck completely. So, first of all, as an outsider, how's the experience? Like, is it like inside the Tokyo village? Like, is it a completely different atmosphere? Usually, लोग जैसे जिनका behavior रहता है क्या उससे different है? Are they really disciplined 24/7? ऐसा कुछ difference है?
Yeah.
Look, as for you're talking about the Olympic village.
Yeah.
Village is absolutely a different scenario. When you enter the village, suddenly you realize that you are in the Olympic village, and this is the dream you are seeing every night, where you are going in your bed, and it's coming up and it's getting true, So Olympic village, and when you have 12,000 plus athletes in one particular place, it's very difficult for all of them to keep focus or keep discipline 24 hours. It's very difficult for a human being. So they will enjoy, they will laugh, they have a lot of fun in the village. We have like a big dining hall, lot of playing spaces, free spaces, gymnasium, multicultural centers, video games, and everything. So it's not that we are all disciplined. It's kind of fun place, like a big school, big university, you can say. So I think to go there and to represent your country is number one thing, that you are the part of your country and representing in a huge competition like Olympic Games, and being an Indian and being in the Indian sport from so many years, I'm really honored that I was there twice, and inshallah I will be there in Paris also, so it will become the third time also.
Yeah, that is for sure. No, what I wanted to ask about that this year was different, right? We had the COVID-19 pandemic and the bio bubbles. So I guess there has been a lot of testing, a lot of things being put into your nose, mouth, and whatnot. So can you describe the experience this time? How different was it from maybe a Rio in 2016?
I think Tokyo was a very different Olympic Games in comparison of Rio Olympic Games, if you will see. Because that time we don't have a COVID situation, so we are free to go outside of the village, or you can roam around in Rio, as in the city. You can go to the beach, so many things. But in this year, when we have this Tokyo Olympic Games, we have a lot of COVID scenario, as we all know. The whole world is under pandemic. So we were only into the village. We are not allowed to go outside. Like we are in a big bio bubble.
Yeah.
And every day you have your test. Every day, the day you arrived in Tokyo.
That swab test?
No, they have a different technique. They call it saliva test.
Okay.
Where they will
Saliva.
give you, they have provided you the tubes on the day of arrival till the date you are departing.
Okay.
So you have to spit in it, and there's a particular measurement. So you have to fill that with your saliva in the morning. The first thing you wake up, you have to do it,
Okay.
and then you have to deposit it at your medical center before 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So I think that was not so difficult. But in the morning, when you see your throat is very dry, you just woke up, and you are not allowed to drink water, or you are not allowed to go in the bathroom to have brush or anything. You can't do it.
Oh, before that only you have to do the test. Before anything.
Yeah, the first thing you open your eyes, you have to spit in the tube.
Okay.
Interesting.
And it's very dry when you wake up. Normally,
Right.
dry because of the air condition is very hot in Tokyo. So the air condition was in the room. So normally, even in Delhi or in winters, anywhere, when you wake up, your mouth is without saliva, and it's very difficult. So it's very difficult for, then they have given us one prescription, like a demonstration that how you have to activate your saliva glands. So you have to touch hair, massage them.
Interesting.
And then it will produce more saliva so you can fill it up.
Okay. So basically in this Olympics, other than being an athlete, you had to be a medical expert also. Because
we have to learn a lot of things in this COVID pandemic scenario. I've learned a lot of new things. The sanitizers, the mask.
Yes.
It's not easy to be in the mask for longer period when you are going through in a very hot weather, especially. The humidity level was very high, 80-85%, and the temperature was around 40 degrees. Especially when you are on the shooting range with the mask and the sun on your head, is very, very difficult.
It is very stringent, because even I saw that the athletes, like other than time they're competing, they are not allowed to remove the mask.
If you were caught without mask in the village or in the playing area, you are out immediately. There is no excuse.
So you're sent back immediately.
No, immediately they will ask you politely one time that please. Otherwise, second time if you caught, finish. You go home.
Wow.
I think that's very important also. So lastly on the Olympics, just because before we start off, very briefly, if you could talk about any incident or any anecdote which you had with some athletes, or maybe some, or which you shared a conversation.
Olympics. Yes. Last time was not so many days I have spent in the Olympic Village. That I have spent only 4 days last time in the Rio Olympic Games.
Okay.
But this time I have spent around 12 days, 11 days.
Okay.
So I have met a lot of athletes, but especially basically he become my friend now. Maybe you know the Tsitsipas, the tennis player, from Greece.
Easy.
Yeah, he has become my friend now, and we talk a lot because I followed as a second sport tennis also. Last time when I was in Rio, I met with Djokovic and we had a lot of conversation. Also this time I met him, but he was so busy because all the athletes want to do selfies and talk to him. And nobody basically following Tsitsipas, but I am following the tennis, so I know him. We spoke, and also there are shooters from Greece who know me and also know Tsitsipas. So we have a lot of dinners together and we talk on many occasions. So it's such an inspirational story for Tsitsipas also, because it was his first Olympics and mine was second. So he was asking me about how you are feeling, because he's into professional sport and I'm not into so much of professional. Like shooting is not. You can say a professional sport is like more or less like an amateur sport,
Recreational sport and professional sport, right.
But it's not like professional, like tennis or football or golf,
Sir,
So I think it's a good
Yes.
experience talking about some other sport during the Olympic Games, and met our hockey team. I never
Oh,
knew that
wow.
they were such a great players. And also after Olympics, we have a lot of functions together. So it's been
Yeah.
a good interaction. Especially, I got a good relationship with the goalkeeper Shri.
Srijesh. Yeah.
Yes, yes. So we
Yeah.
called it
Oh,
Shri.
Shri, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
wow.
So I think it's amazing. Sania Mirza, I know him from 2006, so she knows me also. So we spoke about because unfortunately she lost the Olympic Games a little early, so
Yeah,
she
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
qualify for the
Yeah.
quarters or semifinals. But I
Yeah.
think it's interesting when you are in the Olympics, you are all representing this flag.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
Representing the flag is the biggest honor you can
Yeah.
Yeah.
get, right? I mean, it
The
is the
feeling,
flag.
the feeling when this national anthem plays in when you're winning the medal, that's the when you have the goosebumps when the national
Yeah,
Right.
anthem is playing.
absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That
I'm,
was the that was
yeah,
the fantastic feeling.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm first of all very jealous that you met Djokovic because yeah, it was a very disappointing Olympics for a Djokovic fan. But yeah, Tsitsipas also is my and on a lighter note, if you could ask him for a podcast with us, it will be very good. I know you would agree. But
But
okay,
that time
sir.
that time I didn't know this that you guys
Yeah,
into this
yeah.
podcast.
Otherwise we would have had one.
I
But
can
sir,
ask Tsitsipas, no problem.
oh, that'll be like a dream come true because even Sanket doesn't follow tennis much, but he gave a very big competition to Djokovic in the finals, also in the recently concluded. I think uh,
In French Open.
French Open. Yeah, I saw the final. So okay, sir. Now coming to your story. So to come to your story, I will take you back to a day in Jalandhar, Punjab in '96. It was a day in '96 where you were playing cricket for the Jamia Millia University, and you opened the batting with a certain player who scored 72 of 34 balls. You unfortunately got run out on 19. Your team won the match. That player, I don't think is very famous. He just went on to score 3 triple centuries for India, and it was one of India's worst offenders. Yeah, Virendra Sehwag it is. So, sir, as I researched on you, you actually were a budding cricketer. You have participated in prestigious tournaments like the CK Naidu Trophy, the Vinu Bankar Trophy. So, this is what I want to
Vijay
ask.
Trophy also.
Duleep Trophy.
Vijay.
Oh, yeah, that trophy.
Vijay.
Vijay, yeah,
Vijay.
Vijay. Is that trophy still there? I don't know. Is it still there?
No,
Vijay
no, no. I think
It's not. It's
they
defunct.
have.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
defunct now.
Yeah.
So yeah, I want to ask you that when did this shift happen from such a mainstream popular sport like cricket to skeet shooting? And on another lighter note, should Virendra Sehwag be grateful to you for his career because it did not pursue cricket further?
I don't think so. Basically, when I used to play cricket, shooting was parallel. I have started shooting also. I
Okay,
started
okay.
shooting in '94.
Okay.
So for me, it's like a parallel sport.
Got it.
Like I was
Okay.
playing cricket, but my main focus that time was on cricket.
Okay.
To be
Oh,
frank, if I will say no, my focus was shooting. No, it
So
was
you
wrong.
are a batsman, major.
Yes, I am a left-hander batsman.
Left-hander batsman. Okay.
Yes, I am a left-handed batsman and a very dangerous one. Still I'm playing.
So like Chris Gale, you're like a bit like Chris Gale.
Not Chris Gale. If you remember, maybe you didn't remember the name. It's a great batch from New Zealand.
Mark
Mike
Redbatch,
Redbatch.
Mike Redbatch. Yeah, Mike
Yeah.
Redbatch. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So I used to play like him. Very fast cricketing. I always score very high numbers of run in less balls. Like 30 balls, 68 runs, like this.
Yeah.
So I'm a very fast cricketer. And that
Yeah.
time we don't have this 20 over matches or this. We have
Mhm.
only 30 over matches or 40 over matches or 50 over matches.
Yeah.
The normal tournaments have 30 over matches, but the league system is 40 overs. And when
Right.
you are playing, then you have the test match of 3-day or 5-day.
Okay.
So, but still in the test matches, I play very fast. But when I was playing cricket for Jamia and also in the DDCA, the Delhi and District Cricket Association League, so I used to go on and off to the shooting range also.
Okay.
Okay.
But that time I was not like a professional athlete, but like a second sport or like a fun-loving,
Got it.
like a small passion for guns and all.
Hmm.
So And I still remember when one of my cousins told me to join shooting and represent India. When I saw a lot of Olympians and Asian Games medalists and World Cup medalists on the shooting range, and they were wearing this India track. So I think that I think India is not happening in cricket. Why not try in shooting? That's because in the end, the ultimate goal was to represent country.
Right. Absolutely, sir.
Yeah, so I played cricket till 99, 2000. Quite often, I used to play tournaments and league system, but I couldn't qualify for the Indian team. I've been to selection, but didn't happen. I think I was not that great like Sehwag, but he made it. He made the cut.
But shifting from cricket to, sir, the sport you've mastered in right now. If you don't want to say mastered, so that to keep your inner motivation in, but have a great hold of shooting. So 2003, you made your international debut. Well,
yeah, then I was thinking, and then there was a coach on the shooting range. He was from Georgia, Russia, and he was the national team coach of India at that time.
Okay.
So one day I was on the shooting range alone in around May or June. I don't remember exactly the month.
Okay.
And it was very hot, and I was doing some shooting, and I have limited number of ammunition. So he came to me and he says, "You are doing this wrong. You are doing this wrong. So many mistakes." And he asked me that if he will able to help me. I said, "Why not?" And he helped me, and I'm very thankful to him. Unfortunately, he died in 2004.
Okay.
And I'm very lucky to have him during my starting period. And he helped me, and I learned the basic of skeet shooting. And then I start shooting with him, and I made the national finals in 2001.
Okay.
As an amateur, as a newcomer, everybody was asking, "Who the hell is this guy? Where he come from?"
Yes.
So I was like a young chap and shooting like a very, what do you call it? Very hyper shooting, very
pure shooting,
fast shooting, like cricket, I was
Right.
like a young cricketer.
So everything with you was fast, like cricket.
Yeah, I was very, very, what do you call it? Very agile person.
Yeah.
Okay.
High adrenaline, like a lot of high energy.
Young blood.
Because the gun was in your hand, the ammunition, the kick of the recoil of the ammunition. So
Right.
everything in composition, become a shooter like a high adrenaline.
Okay.
Right.
So I continue shooting. I was selected in 2003 in my first World Cup. I went to Lonato, Italy, shooting range. And Lonato, Italy has a history with my career because I've started my first international competition on that range. And I won the quota place for 2016 Rio Olympic Games on the same range.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That is, that's some story.
Interesting.
So I think Leonardo have a big, what do you call it? A big hand in my shooting. Leonardo shooting range.
Right.
Yeah. Like Sanket was mentioning about your. So you made your debut in 2003. So what you want to know is that after you started representing India, like there is a certain regime you follow and under coaches. So it is, I think, even though you said shooting is more of an amateur sport, but you know a lot of things. I want to get into a head of a young Mairaj Ahmad Khan who was starting off shooting. So when you are young, can you explain, because people who are watching this who also plan to represent the country, they should know what it takes to actually the training, the regime, the sacrifice, what it takes. So I want to know that when you were young. So if I say you started shooting 94, so 96, 94, 95, 96, 97. What was your daily, and where you dedicated yourself to shooting completely?
Sorry, I will interrupting you. In the beginning, I was not a very, 100% professional shooter. I became professional shooter after 2003.
Okay, no,
My first national competition was in 1995. But till 1995 till 2003, I was like on and off shooter. Like I was not serious about shooting. I was still focusing in cricket,
Okay, but yes.
But still, But that time, and if you will compare today with my year of competing, was
Yeah.
totally different.
Yes, definitely.
Now we have a lot of programs for juniors, the upcoming shooters. That time was nothing.
Yeah,
Was
that's
nothing.
that's what I want to know. That how did you train yourself at that time when you were okay? When you after 2003, when you dedicated yourself to shooting, what did a typical routine day in your life look like when it comes to shooting training,
As a youngster.
including gymming, exercise, and shooting? How did you prepare?
I think in the beginning we don't have that kind of ammunition, so we have like 90 cartridges per day from the government to train.
Okay,
Only 90. So
Okay.
a lot of dry training on the shooting range, and then we have to finish that 90 cartridges and come back home.
okay,
And I always prefer to run, so it's a lot of running in my fitness regime always. I'm not that kind of person who like to go to gymnasium and kill the weights.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
I am more like outdoor person. I like to play some sport, or I like to run, cycle, or play and some stretching and some body weight exercises. Such kind.
Okay, okay.
Shooting don't need that kind of physical training, like 100-meter sprinters or cricketers or tennis players or badminton players,
Yeah.
because it's not a physical sport also like a football. But still, you need something physical training to control your heartbeat, because when you go in competition, you go under pressure, you go under anxiety, your heart
Yeah.
rate goes up,
Yeah,
your
yeah.
focus level come down.
Right.
Yeah.
So you need to focus and you have to maintain your heart rate. So I think
Mhm.
ideal is running.
Running.
Always,
Right.
my coach always recommend to run 30 to 40 minutes every day. So I keep doing from so many years. Still, I'm running.
Oh.
So, sir, when I was studying in Kolkata, there was a shooting range in my school, and the coach over there, he used to teach his students about breath work. Like he used to tell
No,
like
that
this
must be the rifle or pistol shooting.
the rifle
In
shooting,
our,
right? Yes.
Yeah, but in our sport, we don't use this kind
You
of
don't?
exercises.
But
No.
I want to ask, how important is breath actually? Like, is it significant enough to
No,
concentrate your
for
mind?
rifle shooting, breathing is like a technique.
Okay.
If you don't know how to breathe, you cannot shoot perfect.
Okay.
Also in pistol. But for shotgun, you don't need this kind, because it's a moving
Okay.
target,
Right.
and you have a shotgun in your hand and you have to mount and shoot. But for rifle, you need.
So have you tried your
breathing.
hand in rifle
In
shooting?
rifle, yes, I tried, but not for any professional level, just for fun
Just for
sake.
fun, right?
Yeah. But,
I shoot 300-meter rifle.
Okay.
Okay. But because you talked about rifle shooting, I want to get a few things clear for our audience. That if you, even I don't know this, I want to ask you the exact difference between skeet shooting, double trap, and trap. Because as a viewer, it looks very similar to me. So can you talk about that? That what is the difference in these three disciplines? Like even if it's minor.
All three disciplines are shotgun disciplines, number one,
Yeah.
and all the three disciplines have been shooting with the same kind of weapon and ammunition. Only the numbers change,
Okay.
and the target's trajectory change. In
Okay.
trap, you have 15 machines in front of you under a bunker,
Okay.
in a bunker,
Yeah.
and the targets go in three directions: right, left, or straight angles. You don't know which angle comes,
Okay.
but you have to
Okay.
mount the gun on your shoulder, and you have two shots for one target.
Okay.
Okay, and in double trap, there are three machines in the center of a bunker, like a trap bunker, same.
Yeah.
And the targets will go 7-8 machine, or 8-9 machine, or 7-9 machine,
Okay.
and you have to shoot
Yeah.
one shot per target. So if you have double target, you have double, because they have only doubles. And in
Okay.
skeet, there are high house on your left and the right, low house on your right. And in the
Okay.
semicircle, you have 8 stations,
Okay.
Okay.
and then you have to shoot one single target and then doubles. So there are a lot of singles and double targets. The doubles means both the targets come simultaneously. You have to shoot one by one, not in one shot.
Okay. Got it.
Very much. But it looks amazing. I was seeing it at the Olympics, and I want to ask you, Mr. Rathore, who was won the. So which event did he win it? Was it
Double trap.
Double trap? Yeah. Because in 2004 Athens. Yeah,
No,
because
but double trap is not anymore Olympic sport.
okay.
It is the ISSF, the International Olympic Committee, have removed double trap from the Olympics. So the last Olympic Games were Rio when double trap was happened.
Okay.
Okay.
Now no.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
This
because
year there was no double trap in Tokyo Olympic Games.
Interesting.
No, then I must have seen the trap event, and it was amazing. Sanket, we haven't seen it. It's like colors. It's like pink colors, and
Right.
you
Like a
shoot
flash
it.
target.
Yeah,
We
flash
called it flash target.
flash target. Yeah.
The clay thing, right? The clay structure, which is
Yeah, under the clay you have the powder, and then they close it with the paper.
right.
And when you hit the target, it blows up.
Correct.
So you will see that it hit.
Right.
Yeah, it takes a lot of, like, I was seeing it, and like I was also somebody who thought shooting is easy. I did not have any idea about the recoil and everything. And
When you hold the gun.
When you hold the gun, because you feel that it's just a shot and you do it. But yeah, as Sir said about running, because generally in shooting, people won't associate running that much, right? Because it is more of standing still and shooting. But the
No,
fact,
we have a lot of different types of exercises now. Have started a lot of balancing and core,
okay,
and mobilizing exercises and strengthening the back and all. But majorly still the cardio. Shooters do a lot of cardio,
Okay.
but
That
the
is-
rifle pistol shooters do a lot of yoga also, because they need meditation to keep themselves calm and the heart rate goes
Right.
always calm.
yeah.
You're
So they
always
can,
mentioning heart rate, so that is
Heart
important.
rate, it is important, yeah. Because, and I think it gets more important in big events,
Right.
No,
like the
if you're talking about heart rate is the important thing in every sport.
yeah,
When you are in your heart, like I'm talking to you now, we are in a normal heart rate.
so
So you can think also very well. You can react also very well.
yes,
But when you are under pressure, have you realized sometimes that you are driving a car and somebody comes in front of you suddenly and you just brake or you hit it?
yeah,
How you see your heart rate goes high that time?
yes,
Right.
yes,
Have you noticed something like this?
yes,
Usually during
Yeah.
critical situations, the heart rate is very
Yes.
important.
yeah.
So the heart rate.
Yeah, I'll be honest, my heart rate did increase a bit at the start of this podcast because I also, yeah, but two plus my heart,
So that is called anxiety. So
yeah,
when you are
yeah,
under pressure or anxiety keeps your heart rate a little up,
yeah,
That's
my,
why we train to make our heart rate normal during anxiety levels.
yeah, fair enough. So now I think, sir, we have discussed various aspects. We discussed about the starting of your career, discussed about heart rate, your training. I think we've covered all. But what I want to know, sir, is that right now at this age, you have been close to, well, like I was born in 2003. So my entire life you have been actually shooting for India. That, and before that also you have obviously been involved in shooting. You are 45 now, and as you said, I've read your idol is Roger Federer, if I'm not mistaken, and you say you in one of your interviews you did say that, and you derive a lot from him because so, and it is, and people like you are very rare who even at I do not know the shelf life of a shooter the age, but I'm guessing still it's very young. So to continue at this age, and you have people like Roger Federer, you have people like Jimmy Anderson, who still at the age of 39 is still
Playing and bowling so well.
bowling those outswingers and in-swingers and getting people out recently only in the last test match. And you have people like you who are still competing at the highest level. So I want to get into your mindset. I want to ask you that, is it one, is what love doing, it is what you just enjoy doing and you can't live without, or is it two, there is some goal in your mind which you have not yet achieved and you're going through? Because this fighting spirit, sir, is unimaginable. And again, sorry, this question is going a bit long, but I'll just say, and it is amazing. I actually saw you in one of your, I think 2018, you were 2017 or 18, correct me if I'm wrong, you were participating in an event and one of your competitors was actually a student. I forgot his name. Yeah, I think he's
Bajwa.
Angad, yeah, Angad.
No, he was with me in Tokyo also. He represented India. We got together, not Kota place.
Yeah,
So he was with me in Tokyo also.
yeah. So that just tells you, sir, your longevity and the amount. So what is this motivating force which makes you get up every day and just
It's like number one. I don't believe in this age numbers and all. 45 or 55.
Okay, but yeah, but you're
I would like to tell you that the guy who won the bronze medal in my event,
yeah,
this year in Tokyo, and also he in Rio,
Yeah.
In Rio, he was 53, and now he was 57. He won the bronze medal.
Wow.
So
I
yeah. So there are 2-3 things in
yeah.
this question. You asked me so many questions in one question. This
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
I would like to tell you one by one the answer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like you said, there is passion, number one.
Yeah.
Passion for the sport. That
Yes.
you don't want to leave that sport because you love so much that
Yes.
you don't want to leave that sport. You know.
Yes, sir.
The second one, that there is, like you asked me, a goal.
Yes. A goal,
That
specific
you,
goal. Yeah.
yeah, a specific goal that I really want to achieve,
Yes.
which is the Olympic gold.
Yeah.
So that is my goal. That is my dream. That is my destination in this sport. That I really wanted to be there.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't want to be called as an Olympian only. I wanted to be called as Olympic champion,
A winner.
Yes.
Yes.
A winner. Yeah.
the
You're-
winner of the Olympic game.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
Yeah, and as per the age,
Yes.
is only numbers.
Definitely, sir.
If you are feeling inside strong, you are feeling physically strong, mentally fit,
Yeah.
I think shooting, you can shoot till 80 years of age, no problem.
Right.
Yeah. What are the difficulties? What I have to ask is, yeah, you said numbers, but there must be a physical aspect to it. Like, if I have to think from a shooter's point of view, eyesight, your reflexes. So
Maybe
how?
your reflexes, but
Yeah. So
maybe
how has
your
your training changed pertaining to this over the years? Maybe since you were 22 now.
There are look like we said, that when you are a young shooter like Amit Bajwa, you were talking about this guy.
Yes,
He's
Amit
only
Bajwa.
25 years old, 26 years old. He's 20 years younger than me.
Yeah.
I think he can shoot more ammunition than me because I don't want to get tired. I can shoot 1,000 cartridges also with him, but the next day I will be more tired because
Right.
my body will need time to recover.
Definitely. Yeah. Right.
And being a youngster, being a young chap, he will recover faster than me.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Number one, this, and then when you are a shooter like me, I don't need to shoot every day 1,000 cartridges because there was a lot of experience behind me.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Which youngsters don't have.
Yeah.
Right.
Where he will get the 25 years of experience when his
Right.
age is only 25.
Yes.
True.
Yes.
Right.
Like
you have been.
said, you're
I'm 18. Yeah, we're playing for 18 years for India. Yeah.
yeah. So if you will start shooting today, you will never reach me because I'm still shooting with you.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Right.
By the
absolutely.
time you reach your 18 years, I will be in 30 years, 40, 45 years experience.
You
Yes,
already
yes.
had 1 year of experience before I was
Yes.
born, so yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
he's
You know?
1 year, right? Like
So-
1 or 2 minutes.
So
Sir.
I think, yes, please.
No, sir, go on. Sorry.
I think in this scenario, in shooting, I'm very lucky. If I was a cricketer, I think my career was long time over.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, sir, I'll disagree there because
Sure.
looking at your spirit, I think you would have actually, if you're a batsman and if you would have played test matches, you could have easily, and the spirit you have, sir, I think you would have easily fielded at slips and played. Although in Virat Kohli's team, it is a bit doubtful because his fitness levels. Okay, sir, before we go to
Wait,
genuine-
Ayush, I have a question though, sir. Like
Okay.
you talked about the shelf life, right, Ayush? But
Yeah.
sir, apart from shelf life, constantly, playing the same sport for like over 25 years now, right? What there has to be something on a mental level, like there has to be some motivation, right? Is it the goal? Is it just the goal, or there is something else apart from that as
No,
well?
yeah.
What is the motivation to still continue?
Look, when you dream something
Yeah,
and you haven't fulfilled that dream,
yeah,
that dream push you always.
yeah,
Definitely.
When I will go on my bed,
yeah.
the dream comes always in my mind that tomorrow morning you have to wake up, you have to run, you have to go for shooting.
Obsession.
Obsession. It's like a Junoon,
Junoon.
Yes.
This is a Urdu word, Junoon.
Yes.
Junoon.
Like pagalpan.
Pagalpan.
Pagalpan. Yeah.
You
Yes.
have to be pagal to achieve such.
I agree.
You understand what I'm trying
Yes,
to
sir.
say?
Yes,
absolutely, yes,
absolutely. Getting obsessed. That's the only thing
Right.
running on your mind the whole day.
that you don't know anything what is happening near how your home, what is happening in your own home. You
Yeah.
don't know where the food comes. You have to be one track mind only. Like a
Right.
horse, when you see a horse with the blinders on,
Blinkers,
know,
yeah.
yeah, and he just go. He don't know who is running right, who is running left or behind or in front. He just wanted to finish the race, and in the end, we all see where he finished.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But
But in the end, only one will win.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
But the effort
know?
has to be there. The
Yeah,
absolute effort.
If
Yeah,
you will
the
give
effort.
your 100% in a competition,
Yeah,
and you come back after winning or losing, and you are satisfied that okay, I gave my 100%,
yes.
but it was not my day. It was not
Yeah.
enough, you know.
Hmm.
And the other guy was better than you. He beats me, you know.
Right.
And then you have to shake hand and say good luck for
Yeah.
the next one
Right.
and congratulate for this one. Simple.
Sports,
And go home and
sportsman,
pray. Yes, sportsman spirit.
sportsman spirit.
And restart.
I think results are just the answers to the outer world, but effort, they're the answer to yourself. If you go on, then you will be satisfied.
Like
You'll be
I said,
satisfied.
Wow.
it's not about results. It's about journey.
Journey.
Wow.
Yeah. Which we should not
You know?
compare.
Yeah, it's about like you are going the destination. Suppose you are going from Delhi to Jaipur in a road with your old friends. You know, you will enjoy the journey. I know that you will definitely reach the destination,
Yeah.
Yes.
but you will
Yes,
not
yes.
remember Jaipur what you did. But you will remember
Yes.
that 300
For the
kilometers from Delhi to Jaipur.
Definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
How many
Great analogy.
time you sing, how many time you play,
Yes.
you trouble your friend, you stop for pee, for coffee, for tea,
Yeah.
so many things.
Yeah.
So it's about journey. It's not about the destination.
Yeah. True.
Always
True.
enjoy the journey, and believe me, I am enjoying right now.
Absolutely. We are enjoying ourselves right now. I've not enjoyed myself in the podcast. So first of all, I just hope my parents see your Junoon line, because I'm just called Pagal and brushed away. So that's first of all. And secondly, sir, before we will get to some general questions, but before that, I just want to ask a bit of an emotional question, sir. That I know your father has played an important role in your shooting career. He was the one who introduced you to it, and he was the one who was with you. Unfortunately, he passed away before the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. So, sir, how was, and this again an example of your absolute undying spirit and your will to succeed, that even after that you went, after such a big loss, you went and competed. So, if it's not very personal to you, sir,
No.
can you talk about that and how you that loss and what it took mentally to get, like, get away from that and actually go and represent the country in such a big event like the Olympics?
Like everybody knows that fire has a very significant role in our life.
Yeah, father,
We all
absolutely.
know,
Yeah, true.
and when you look your father in his eyes, my father, and how now I'm following his dream. He really wanted that I will become the Olympic champion.
Yeah,
And the day he died,
yeah.
he called me 3 hours before, 4 hours,
Okay.
and he asked me that when are you going to Italy to prepare for the Olympic Games,
Wow.
because it was already end of April. It was
Just
25th,
talk about
20th of
Junoon.
April.
Talk
Yeah,
about
21st of
Junoon.
April.
Yeah.
So I said, first you will get okay, and then I will go.
Okay.
And suddenly he passed away that particular night, and it was a big loss for my family and especially for me, because I was very close to him. And a few days I don't even I was not able to
Function
recollect
properly.
myself.
Okay.
I cannot recollect myself
Right.
that I have to go to Olympic Games.
Hmm.
And then when I came back Delhi after a few days, I got COVID.
Okay.
So another 15 days. So till 15th of May,
Yeah.
since from 15th of April, 1 month without training before important competition like Olympic Games. And then I realized that I have to go to Italy now to prepare for the Olympic Games. And it was not easy initially,
Obviously.
but like as we all know, time is the best healer. It will give you, So the slowly time is passing. But still, when I go in my bed, I still thinking about him. And when I close my eyes before the Olympic Games, so many times I have to take the sleeping pill sometime to sleep better, because I close my eyes and his face coming into my dreams, sometimes I close, he's going through my mind, he was like in my senses. So it was not easy, but this is life. Everybody has to
Yeah.
go through it.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy that I compete, but I didn't do well this time. But this is not the problem. The problem was different. I was very strong, and I was
Yes.
keep fighting till the last target, and I never give up. It's not in my dictionary this word give up.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sir, as you said you did not perform well. But I'm just reiterating what you said. It's about the journey. It's not about where you. So the journey you took to actually go to the Olympics, sir. It's
Yeah,
like
mind blowing.
my salute to you, because I cannot even think of, after such a loss, getting yourself up and going, and even having COVID, not preparing and going. So, sir, I'll disagree if you say that you did not do well. I
No,
think the journey
I
you
did.
took was
No, I'm
amazing.
I'm talking
Absolutely.
about the results. The results was not as good as I was thinking.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
I
but
have prepared. But still, and I'm very happy that all the government support and all the
yes,
federation
sir.
support was there, and they believe in me, that I can do it, and still I have that ability, or you can say the Junoon, to go and kill them all.
Yeah, that is the instinct. And before Sanket asks a couple of questions, I just want to tell you that even your, like, when I heard the story that your father, even in his deathbed, he was concerned about your training, which just gets to
Yeah,
tell you, as an important thing, which tells us that when an athlete is competing, it is not just the athlete, it is the
The entire
people in the
family.
background who gets involved.
Right.
So I think it
it's the
is a
support
support
staff. You
system,
can see
support
that.
system, support
Yes,
system,
it's like a support system, like
support
your
system.
family, your friends, your team, your whoever your coach.
Yeah.
Like it's like complete system you are running behind you. And if you one pillar of that system broke or get down, it's very difficult to
Hmm.
be together. That time. But
Yeah, yeah,
Alhamdulillah, I'm good.
yeah. Yes, sir, obviously. Now, Sanket, we have discussed about you and your story, and it has been really, really inspiring. And also we have got to know how it takes to be an Olympian. So, yeah, because you have reached a level, there are a couple of questions about our
Yeah, yeah,
sports
please go
future.
ahead.
So, Sanket, if you please.
So first of all, sir, बहुत भारी हो गया अभी माहौल. So on a lighter note, like ये इंडिया के ये जो स्पोर्ट्स फैसिलिटीज है, we criticize it a lot, right? कि जो एथलीट्स हैं उनको बेस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटीज नहीं दी जा पा रही है या फिर फैसिलिटीज नहीं है, तो उसमें लाइक कितना सच है? व्हाट डू यू थिंक अबाउट इट?
Yeah,
लाइक
especially in shooting, because you are
स्पेशली
involved
शूटिंग,
in that.
राइट? एंड
Yeah.
माइंड इट आयुष, शूटिंग के लिए इक्विपमेंट बहुत एक्सपेंसिव होता
बहुत
है
बहुत
और
इन्वेस्टमेंट चाहिए
एरिया भी
होता है.
बहुत चाहिए होता है. एरिया भी बहुत चाहिए होता है.
I think
Yes.
shooting, if you will ask about shooting is one of the sport where government has funded the maximum amount,
Okay.
Okay,
first of all.
okay.
And all the government, like a Sports Authority of India, Sports Ministry, or the Federation, have big hopes from shooters,
Yes. Yes.
especially in the Olympic Games. But unfortunately, we didn't win any medal this time. But
Yeah.
the results were not so bad also.
Hmm.
Our shooters went into the finals, but didn't win.
Yes.
Saurabh
Yes.
Chaudhary was the top athlete we
Yeah.
have.
What a story that.
Yeah.
Chaudhary.
So I think infrastructure-wise, in Delhi, if you ask me, we have a fantastic range, world class. So we don't need anything. But overall, we have a little less infrastructure in India.
Okay.
We need
Okay.
these kind of range, at least 10 more,
Okay.
10 more. Okay.
Got
like
it.
Delhi ranges. We need
Okay.
at least 10 more ranges. But slowly it's coming up. Like one we have in Bhopal, they make a very nice academy in Madhya Pradesh. And also some private organization like Gagan Narang's Gun for Glory is doing very well.
Gagan Narang.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Pune and in Maharashtra. But I think for shotgun, it's the most expensive sport in shooting. If you will compare with rifle and pistol, shotgun
Right.
is more expensive. So
Yeah.
I think in the meantime, government is thinking for making some new ranges, and I think it will come up. But I am shooting in Delhi, and I don't need to go anywhere. It's right next to my home. I think it's a fantastic facility, and everything was there, ammunition, everything, a perfect range.
Yeah,
Wow.
and are we picking? Is this the how's the you talk about? Is the grassroots program linked to this? Because I think the key to success for any sport is the grassroots program. How you pick up children like in child.
Now government have initiated this Khelo India. Na? I think it's a very good
Yeah.
platform.
Okay.
I think is one of the best initiative has taken by the government of India, Mr. Modi, Prime Minister Modi. I think in the coming years, I think we will not win only 7 medals. I think we will win 70 medals.
That was a question for you actually, but you have answered it. So yeah, I think as you said,
I've also told in one of my interview before the Tokyo Olympics that this Olympics will be the best Olympics for India.
Yeah, and I think we won 7 medals, but we actually would have won. You will agree, 10 to 11 medals. There were
easily. We lost some very we didn't get any medals.
There were many close
where we were thinking about 2 or 3 medals.
Yeah,
so if we will win 2 or 3 medals, we'll become 10, and then 2 more in wrestling, 1 in more Mary Kom medal.
Yeah, and men's boxing also. Amit Pangal.
Yeah, Amit Pangal. There are some setbacks. But I think we are still doing good. So I think in the next Olympic Paris, I think will be 10 plus, sure.
10 for that really raises our hopes. Oh, so sir, last large general question before we end this. You talked about the government. You talked about the government support. What about the media? Because media in our country plays a major role in hyping up athletes, building brands. Because sports is end of the day entertainment business in a way. So the brand building, and as you must be knowing, Neeraj Chopra, he actually became the second biggest brand after Virat Kohli, after his Olympic gold. So what role do you see the media playing here for non-mainstream sports like Olympic sports? And do you think the focus of media has changed over the years?
I think media is nowadays is a very big role in our sport. Not only in shooting, also in other sports like archery or hockey, athletics, boxing, wrestling. Because when we put it on our televisions, we only see cricket.
Yes.
Right.
But during the Olympic Games, I think I was in the Olympic Games, so I don't know about India, but I am very much sure that nobody was watching cricket that time.
I second that.
Definitely.
There was the India-England as a
You see the Twitter. I used to talk about Twitter, bro.
Twitter. Yeah. So Twitter was blasting. Leave Twitter, sir. See, I think me and Sanket are very big cricket fans. Absolute cricket buffs. And I'll tell you honestly, I did not actually care about the test match going on.
First test match, I देखा ही नहीं मैंने.
किसी को पता भी नहीं था. We were concerned about Lavina Borgohain. We were concerned about the Indian men's soccer team.
So this is the attitude of our Indian population. All the Indian citizens are focused in the Olympics. But if every family, I'm talking about my family also. If every family thinks that out of 2 children or 1 child, they have to put 1 child into sport.
Yeah.
Or not into cricket. But
yes.
In tennis, table tennis,
different sport,
badminton, wrestling, or athletics, or swimming, anything. But not in cricket. Believe me, we will see a different scenario.
I agree.
This is the time to put a lot of athletes into these kind of sport, and in 2032 or 2036, we will be in the top 3, top 4 medal tally.
Top 4.
Yes,
he's actually right, because the population is in our hand, right? I mean, it is a big.
We have everything. We have population.
Right.
We have talent. We have dedication. We have the infrastructure now coming up. We have the nice policies. We have good budget in sport. We have a great Prime Minister, Mr. Modi, and we have a good Sport Minister, Mr. Anurag Thakur. Now, before was Kiran Rijiju. Was fantastic guy, And if we will not win in these conditions, we will never win. Definitely, we will never win.
Why do I think this is not happening at this moment is, I think this is, at least I'm talking for my generation. If you go and play a different sport except for cricket or football, you know what usually people say? यार इस sport में ज़्यादा पैसा नहीं है यार, क्या करेगा, फायदा क्या है?
No, number one, I would like to correct you, Sanket here. everything is not for money,
Yeah, definitely. But this is what
Shooting,
you
we
people
don't have any
say.
kind of money, I was
Right.
spending a lot of money from my own pocket.
Definitely. Right.
You
Right.
know.
Right. Definitely. But
But
people
look,
demotivate
Neeraj Chopra,
you.
if you will think that a javelin player like Neeraj Chopra, what is the future of a javelin thrower if you met him once in your sport?
Uncertain. Uncertain.
It's the same.
That
Same
he
thing.
became. Yeah. And I think
Right,
You
right,
himself
right.
says that he's become the second after Virat Kohli.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Right.
but the problem is that's the problem we have. We look at our Olympic athletes from Olympics to Olympics. We look
Right.
at 2020. Now we'll forget.
We'll
go
forget for 4 years.
We'll
Right.
go to
I think this is a setback,
Yeah.
Right.
that in between the time, now after a few days, you will not see the limelight. Now you are seeing nowadays for the medal winners,
Yes,
They
yes,
won
yes.
the medal, the happiness was there, the dream come true was there, everything was there. But after a few days, they are become the normal athletes.
Right.
Yeah.
You're
They have to
absolutely
start
right.
somewhere, they have to start.
Yes.
Right.
You can't go and say, "Oh, I am Olympic champion. I don't want to train. I will win again."
Right.
No chance.
Exactly.
You have
That
to
is-
train again.
And
Repeating.
this is the time when athletes usually need our support, because this is the time when you're not actually competing. This is when
No,
you're training.
I'm against only one thing in our country,
Hmm.
that when you win, you will get a lot of money. You have
Yeah.
need a lot of limelight. I
Hmm.
think that time you are not supposed to give money. You have to give money before, when he was
Right.
training, when he was
Right.
struggling to get funded.
Right.
When you don't have the sponsors, you don't have the support.
Yes, sir.
That time government come up and say, okay, this is the money, you go and
Right.
prepare.
Because
And after that,
that
you
is
will see.
trust is getting established when you're giving money before.
Yes.
That is really important.
After
Yes.
winning, I can give you also. Okay, Sanket, you go Olympics. If you win, I will give you 10 lakh rupees.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't
how?
doesn't add up. Doesn't make sense.
No,
That
but
looks
how?
like a job. Then it becomes a job. ये काम करो पैसे
Yeah.
मिलेंगे. हाँ.
This is,
Ha.
I think, in America, in China, in Italy, because I spent a lot of time in Italy, so I know better Italian system. When my coach won the Olympic gold, he got 1,000 euro cash prize only.
Which
1,000
is
euro.
which is around, if you put it
7
in
lakh,
Indian
I guess.
rupees.
No,
5
90,000
lakh.
rupees.
No,
90,000 rupees.
not 7 lakhs. 7 lakhs is too much.
Today
90,000. Yeah.
90,000,
Mera
but in
maths.
96 was around 47,000 rupees.
Wow.
That time the euro was 45, 46 rupees, something like that.
Okay.
No, he was telling about euros, but that time was lira in Italy.
Yeah,
It was
Acha.
much cheaper. So much
So-
cheaper. So he was approximately, he was telling me that 1,000 euros.
I think UK doesn't even give you anything, right? UK ka zero hai.
nothing, not
Zero.
in
China,
USA.
I actually feel bad for athletes in China and US, because even with the win gold, it doesn't mean anything, because they keep on just winning.
Michael Phelps had 26 gold medals,
Yeah.
We take it so casually though.
Yeah.
Because they won hundreds of medals. They don't
Yeah,
care
they
about gold.
they don't care. So
We care because
but-
we won only 6, 7 medals, 5 medals, 4 medals. Become like some village you need, and Shah Rukh Khan appears in front of you.
yeah.
Sir-
But I think this will keep on changing. Yeah.
Right.
No,
So-
the approach
Definitely.
I've seen, because I'm here in 2 decades. I'm seeing a lot of changes, but the changes are coming very slowly, on a slow
Okay.
pace.
Yes.
Okay.
It's not on a very higher pace, but I think it's good. Slow and steady wins the race. So I think slowly we are getting there. I hope in next 20, 30 years we will be same like China and USA.
I think 2020.
That's a wall state.
I think 2024 it will be really important for us, and I hope, sir, we see you in Paris
Yes.
representing India, and
Definitely.
giving it
There
your
is
all.
no doubt
No,
about it.
we don't
Yes.
hope. Listen, I'll disagree. There's no hope. Sir
There's no
will.
hope. There is Junoon. There is just Junoon.
No. Sir will compete, and I think just to end this, and Sanket also mentioned, sir, thank you so much. This has, when I started off, as I said, I was a bit nervous. I'll acknowledge that, but this has been a real fun podcast, just to getting to know your mind, and just to get to know how an athlete goes to there, and what this is very fun. So thank you so much, and I sir wish we can call you a friend, and you will invite us to the 2024 Olympics just to watch you cheer on you winning a medal for
No,
a
cheer
country.
me, basically.
Yeah, to cheer you, and then we can if you want to, we can go on Eiffel Tower and have a crepe and all that. So I hope we can be friends, and you will invite us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, both of you.
Before we go, sir, on a serious note, I'll just ask you, for everybody, give me 3 tips you would give a 10 to 11-year-old skeet shooter, or a shooter. I'll just broaden it a bit. A shooter today who's just starting off. 3 tips for him.
Or any athlete
Or-
who's
Him or
playing
her.
any
Only
unconventional
three,
sport.
I have only 3 words:
Yeah.
hard work, and hard work.
Okay.
There is nothing else.
I think there is no better way to sum this up. So thank you again, and I wish we can again collaborate. And don't forget the Paris plan, sir. I'm very serious about
on.
this.
Paris is on, my
I'm
friend.
sure.
Don't worry.
I'm sure I will watch you winning a medal for a country. So thank you again, sir. Thank you.
Sir, it has been an
Pleasure
honor.
meeting you guys. Take care and have a good luck.
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you so much.
Ciao.